Vaughn Labs designs, manufactures, and markets products for growers. Our first product, the Vaughn hydroponics system, is customized to your water and your growing needs. Your water is often polluted with physical, chemical, and biological contaminants, affecting your yield, growth rates, and the quality of your produce. The Vaughn dual module solution leverages data and science to rid your water from impurities while adding nutrients for your growing needs.
We are an experienced team of researchers, designers, and entrepreneurs, leveraging our diversity to bring the Vaughn to life.
We have invested significant resources into research, industrial design, and product prototyping.
To us, honest and meaningful design is timeless.
Making a conscious effort to ensure environmental friendliness at every step.
We are now ready to transition to volume manufacturing. We want to grow fast by using proven strategies that leverage digital advertising, e-commerce, and social media. Our marketing trials have shown high consumer demand and very low customer acquisition cost, while a subscription model ensures high customer lifetime value. We are developing a new dashboard app with data analytics that show your water usage, pollutant monitoring, and health tracking.
We know you will love the Vaughn as much as we do. Thanks for helping us bring it to life.
Hi everyone, so you saw the video, and this is me, Kos. I was in the video, and I'm here to talk about Vaughn. So Vaughn is as you saw, a hyper-customized water purification and nutrient control system for small agriculture. And briefly, this is us, this is the team, and that's me, Kostub, on the left. And so how did it start off? It started off as we started discussing with F3 initially, back when we were discussing, contemplating a shower water purifier for humans. And F3 approached us and said, well, you could really apply this technology really well to this huge market, growing market for gardens, small farms, hydroponics, aquaponics, et cetera. And why don't you take this grant to research that further, do a prototype with some farms, and explore that entire market. So we jumped in, and it's been quite a fantastic ride, but I'll talk about that in a second. So what is it? The Vaughn is a water source that turns any water source into a sort of customized filtration and nutrient system in seconds. Anyone can install it within 30 seconds, and it's through a dual module system. It works. So how does it work? There's two parts to it. There's a subtractive filtration part, and there's an additive nutrient part. The subtractive part, essentially, we tap into databases that tell us what's in your utility water. If you're off the grid on a well or something, we can also send you a water testing kit, and we know specifically what's in your water. And based on that, we customize these subtractive filters to whatever your needs are. On the additive side, you can log into our website. You have a customized dashboard, which tells us what you're growing. And we give you options to specify the nutrients that you need to add to whatever it is that you want to grow. And then this can be customized to your liking, the ratios of essential nutrients, fertilizers, et cetera, et cetera. And so essentially, the value proposition is that this is all-in-one sort of one-stop solution, where if you're growing multiple types of plants, produce, fish, et cetera, you can still customize each sort of flower bed or each growth lot with a Vaughn with specific water, nutrients, fertilizers, et cetera, and gives you sort of micro level control over all of this. And this takes us to what are our markets. Our markets are quite large and growing. We have micro agriculture, which is sort of small scale, not a huge commercial scale side, but this is happening in urban areas. There's urban farming, suburban areas, et cetera, where essentially you're relying on utility water. We also have aquaculture, again, small scale, not the massive commercial grade farms. This is people are doing this in co-ops, in urban areas, in universities and so on. And this lets you customize it in each level. Hydroponics and aquaponics, same thing. So our markets are large, overlapping, and growing. And this is what we need to target. Applications are On the subtractive side, we use a similar system regardless of the market, where we essentially customize the filters to what's in your water, your utility water, your well water, whatever source you might have. And one step farther we also go is we also take back the used cartridges, which we can test to then see the differences between what we're being told is in your water and what's actually in your water. So with that in mind, on the additive side, like I said, we can do custom macronutrient ratios for plants. It is nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, etc. And it's a slow release to control absorption. And we could bring it down to the release rate per 1,000 gallons that go through. And then you can have these custom nutrient mixes of whatever proteins, lipids, etc. that aquaponics, aquaculture needs are. And you can control feeding, avoid overfeeding, and so on and so forth. So in terms of market size and position, the market size is quite large, but where are we in terms of position? In terms of water filtration, solutions exist, nutrient delivery solutions exist. Some of them are DIY, fair enough, but there's no solution in place right now which is just all in one place where you can do both and customize it to whatever you're growing, clean, quick, simple, and it just works. And you can focus upon whatever you want to grow instead of trying to figure out complex ratios of nutrients, of filtration, water testing kits, and so on and so forth. We take care of all that for you on the back end and give you a customized solution so it just works. What are we right now? The roadmap and go-to-market. When we came to F3, we had a sort of a research and sketches and designs and so on, but F3 helped us sort of formulate that into here's a targeted strategy for approaching and addressing the market that we want to go through, which is farming, fish, and food. And when we started reaching out to sort of start talking about how to bring this to market, the two options that F3 helped us sort of formulate is one option is to do it ourselves, online direct to consumer, which would take a lot of time and money and so on. And the quicker option, a fast track option, is to go to a big box retailer who would then take care of our distribution, sales, and so on. And that sort of alliances would have been ideal. So with F3's help and advice, we reached out to Gardner Supply. Now, a quick note on Gardner's. Gardner Supply is one of the largest, if not the largest, sort of employee-owned company. So largest private company in the US for Gardner Supply, essentially. And it's founded by Will Rapp in Vermont in 1983. And it's really active in the social impact space, known Best in the World Award for their employee contributions to social impact, and so on. So we reached out to them in Vermont. They spoke to the founder, did multiple pitches to the founder, thanks to F3 for helping us tweak all this. And they liked the concept. They would like to see some traction. And they offered to list us on their website, perhaps even do some sort of little special, like featured on the front page and so on. But they would like to see some traction in terms of responses and numbers, because they still don't know before they actually invest in the company. And their hesitation stems from the fact that what they see here is Sunday, which is an additive lawn care product you screw into your garden hose. The numbers aren't all that great. So knowing that, they would like to see more numbers from us before they proceed to invest. Speaking of investment, this is what we are trying to raise. The raise, we've structured it at this point. We need about $1 million, but the way we structure this to lower risk for investors is a $745,000 safe. And we did that to essentially lower financial risk to as close to zero as possible for our investors. And we chose 745 because that's a break-even number. If we sell 5,000 units times 149 each, so 745,000. And we're keeping capex low, we're keeping salaries low, everything low until we have that break-even number is hit. Now, cost of goods sold is about 220,000. The marketing and customer acquisition costs are high in the beginning, but we hope to spread that out over the course of time. Now, this entire diagram will completely change if we go through Gardner's, in which case we will not need the marketing, social, customer acquisition, etc. So it will just be the cost of goods sold to essentially launch it there, and see how the response is. So with that, we come to sort of the end of our presentation, and hope you liked it. Looking forward to your questions.